2007, there's been a steady decline in the number of women in the construction industry, and the majority of those working in the field have jobs in sales and office work.
In tonight's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson tells us how a Valley woman's career path is now inspiring many young women.
How to attract more young women to the construction industry? You make sure there are educational opportunities for them to learn the trade, and you show them role models like Karen Johnston. You can't help but notice it, the construction work taking place at Palm and A Street, just west of downtown. The city of Fresno putting in new water pipes. The company doing the work? Floyd Johnston Construction, one of the biggest construction companies in the Valley.
We are a general engineering contractor. We've been in business since 1969.
Now Vice President Karen Johnston runs this family business started by her late father. Just watching her, you can see she knows her way around this shop.
So then all we had to do was drop the tubing here.
Although this is a 48-year-old family business, Johnston did not start out working in the construction industry. She says her father was traditional and had different plans for his daughters, but she was always interested in this work.
I would sneak down there when my dad didn't know on weekends and go in there and play in his shop and turn grinders on and mess with stuff. And so, yes, I was always very interested.
After a string of management jobs, she says she was finally brought into the family business.
And I think that at some point he saw that I was good at management and I had a good brain, and he decided that maybe he ought to change the way he thinks, and he asked me to come to work for him, and I did. And so that's how I got started here.
She learned the business from the ground up, going out in the field, working in purchasing, managing the fleet, running the yard, and most important, managing people.
The most important thing about any company is the people that you hire. I believe that everybody that works for me represents this company.
Running a construction company is only one side to this very talented woman. She is a continuous learner and loves making things.
I love working with my hands. I can't stand being still. I have a very creative mind. I always want to figure out how things work. I want to make things.
That creative mind and desire to see how things work has resulted in Johnston restoring old cars. She knows her way around an engine.
I'll spend hours on the internet researching different options, different things that I can do. Do I want to go fuel injected? Do I want to be carbureted?
She is also an artist, and her passion, making things out of metal. One look around her foothill property, and you can see the result of her work.
Of everything that I've learned to do, there is nothing that has been more valuable and served me better than learning to weld, being a fabricator. If you can weld, you can do anything.
A treehouse for her daughter.
This angle here, I rolled it so I'd have this curve to it.
A tiny cabin, all made out of steel.
So it's just a little sleeping cabin going up into the mountains.
Johnston's success, not only as an artist, but a woman in construction, has career tech educators reaching out to her. They are working to get more young women interested in the field.
You know, we have so many incredible women in this community who have opened and started and are working in manufacturing and construction, very successful business people. We want our young ladies in our schools to know that that possibility is there for them as well. You know, our new Career Tech Charter High School is going to be a great opportunity for women, particularly young ladies, to get involved and start to understand about that pathway.
Johnston faced her own barriers many years ago and believes schools should reach out to girls, show them what's available in the industry. Her advice to them? Think outside the box.
I would say to any young woman, don't think inside the box. Don't let anyone fence you in. Don't let someone decide for you or define for you what your limits are. You know, if you're curious and you're interested and you see something, ask. Go after it.
Now, Johnston was instrumental in Clovis High School forming a Woman in Construction Club for the students enrolled in its CTE construction pathway. And Clovis High has a great construction program.
Well, if she's at the helm, it's got to be so inspiring.
Yeah,
for those
just
girls.
watching her. I mean, I was
she's
like, wow. Yeah.
And the story just kept taking up another notch. Oh, and by the way, she also does this.
Yeah, she's an artist
Yeah.
as well.
Well, like she says, if you know how to weld, you can make anything, and that's the key for so many people.
Wow.
I believe it after seeing that.
Yeah, great artist.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Thank you so
Juanita.
much. Appreciate it.